Do, 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 do. Let me stretch. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hello, hello. Hope you're all doing great. Yes, 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 yes. Today we continue what we started yesterday. So, Momochi taught me something very important yesterday about socks, right? They don't crawl up your butt. They don't. So we're gonna need to adjust that. I don't know if you catch the VOD where we stop at the before after, you might notice. You don't even need to. These legs are pretty much the same. And yeah. Yeah, I did an oopsie there. We did an oopsie there. I didn't realize that I put the socks way too high. Just way too high. So I'm gonna fix that. You gotta fix that, you know. So this one's fairly easy. If I focus on putting the right layer, right? Should be easy. There we go. There we go. This frame we can fix easy because we haven't even started working on it yet, so yeah. There we go. Yeah, but here is a little bit trickier. It's a little bit trickier, you see. For these guys are not what they seem. Hello, Kaz! I'm pulling the socks down. Apparently they're up my butt. They're up my bottom area. That was my bad. Put the socks up my butt. Now I gotta take them down. How are you? Hope you're doing good. So you might notice that I am streaming today, and I was streaming yesterday. That's because I swapped time slots with Momochi because she had an eye appointment yesterday. Yeah. Turns out we kinda didn't have to swap, but better safe than sorry, right? Our optometrist wanted to do some extra checks just to make sure that her eyes are doing great and she's not gonna be prematurely blind or anything like that. Don't worry, I'm joking. I'm joking. She's fine. She's fine. You guys probably don't know this, but Momochi actually has like a very, very heavy glasses prescription. It's parts of the joy of childhood in the farms and parents not really understanding when it's good to take your children to the optometrist. It's fine. Okay, so here it's going down. Definitely it's still too high. So we need to do these a little bit more. Little bit more. So she needs we both do. When you have glasses, you do need like some common checkups. Did you know that if you have myopia, myopium? Yeah, you know. Can't see shit when up close, right? When you have can't see shit up close disease or condition or however you'd rather call it. Turns out you're at risk of your cornea falling out. Did you know that? It's kind of freaky. It's kind of freaky, but it's a thing. Your cornea could pop out of your eyes at any moment if you are not paying attention to your eye health. There are signs if something like that could happen, because apparently the cornea gets looser. So, eye doctors, go see one. It's important. It's important, it's a good idea. That said, again, she's in no particular risk. And apparently the exams went pretty well. The doctor... Usually the thing with eye doctors, right, is that sometimes if you go to one, you kind of... If you work on your computer, it's pretty much a lost day. It's pretty much a lost day. Because they do the thing with the eye drops in your eyes. Get a very your eyelid, not your eyelids, the palpebra, iris. The iris gets swollen, right? They have to put the special little eye drops that make your iris swollen so they can examine you properly. And because of that, usually like you either just see blurry, or you will become like super photosensitive, like mega photosensitive. Either way, you're not using the computer for the rest of the day. You're just not using the computer for the rest of the day, so might as well call it quits. Might as well be like, you know what, I didn't really want to use the computer that much today. Gonna take the day off. It's the wise thing to do. And that's why we'd swap it. Because we thought she would have to take the day off. Turns out she didn't. Turns out it was fine. They did it with something else entirely. A much less aggressive method, and now... So I streamed it yesterday. In her stead, regardless. And now I'm here again. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? 2 days in a row of Kiba. Are you guys glad? You get 2 days in a row of me. Hope you're doing good. Because we're gonna work hard to make this piece cute and possibly jiggly as possible. Yeah. Heck yeah. Huh. Not gonna play. Lower up. Yeah. One more pixel for the win. I love pixel art. Sometimes it is like, it's so funny how it's like, oh, actually, 1 pixel difference. Let's go. Although this case, is it 1? Yeah, it is. It's 1 pixel difference. Nice. Here we go. I enjoy it thoroughly. I really, really do. It's still amusing that I have told the story many times. The only reason I started doing pixel art was because I thought that it would be nice to have alerts that are custom made instead of using Danganronpa GIFs. Nothing against Danganronpa GIFs as alert. I like Danganronpa, but you know, make it a little bit more about you, you know? It's cool. It's cool. And so I took it up and I was like, oh, how hard can it be? The answer was harder than I expected, honestly, but also very much more rewarding than I expected. Much more rewarding than I expected indeed. Let's see. Okay, so now do those. And we can test. Yeah, the sock height is perfect. Nice. So now it's time for us to actually do some stuff. Hey Lunatic, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're doing butt wiggles. How are you? Jesus. What? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? Have I sinned? Jesus, you know you did something right. You're right. Well, I am glad. I hope you're having a good day. Or did I make your day a little bit better? I'm gonna make this your character here. I think it's time for us to do like a Patreon poll. We could like do a Patreon poll and ask if there is like any character you guys would like to see as this your character here, and we could do that too later. That could be fun. Make that Patreon membership worth $1. You know. They like bunny girls a lot, Lunatic. What are your thoughts on bunny girls? Do you enjoy them? I do like bunny girls. They're very cute, aren't they? They are very cute. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. I had a few people talking about reverse bunny girls on stream last time too. However, I still hold the belief that I can absolutely not draw reverse bunny girls on Twitch. So we're not doing that. Even if I could add like some, I don't know, cute pasties or something like that. I like pasties though. I like pasties. I think they look really cute. I think pasties can look really, really cute. Faces are hot. One, two, three. They are very cool. They're very cool. I've seen some pasties that just look plain weird, but for the most part they look good. For the most part they look good. Actually, maybe like this. Then we just bring this whole thing here forward. Maybe. Let's do this. Here we go. I like pasties. I think Yarus can be pretty cute. As, you know, same by this. It does take some amount of appreciation to do this, I think. Though I would like to find a better way to blend the ninja team with the Gyaru if I'm gonna make another one. You know? Use your own pasties? That's fair, that's fair. Maybe it's one of those things that will click with me if I ever drew it. I think the thing about pasties is that you can be creative with the shapes. So it really is about finding a shape that you think would look cute in that particular region. Right? The most common ones are like the little heart-shaped ones, which are very nice. But technically you could go to town, you could do anything with the pasty if you want to. Be like a little store. Whatever you want. Not entirely sure. The high heel needs to. There we go. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Lunatic. I am glad. So here, right, there are these in different heights. There we go. Maybe we can do like this. A little bit like that. Nah. I have a rule. If you make a small change and it doesn't really add anything, probably means you shouldn't have done it in the first place. It is time. First things first, I think we should animate Lebuba. I think it's gonna be a very important part of the animation. But I'm also gonna line up the hair and the hands because it looks weird. It keeps like popping away, you know what I mean? And now, instead of the loop-de-loop with the return, we are actually gonna figure out our way back. Do we? No, I think we should probably figure out our way back because the boob are gonna bounce weird if I don't do this. Essentially. Hmm. Let's see here. Um, no, we already got that one. Yeah. Oh, I think I see. I think I see. I think I see. It's not wrong to go from this to this, but we did this, the Chabon. Start going here, then Chabon. And then we immediately... What if I do this? Yeah, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, we take the imp, we build up, it's building up momentum when it goes down like this. And then it does this. Yeah, no, the animation seems fine. I see. Because this went down like 2 pixels at once, but when we're building up inertia here, it builds up less. Okay. Okay, so in theory, we need an extra frame between these two. That is like... You know, I actually never really understood people's interests in ties. For some reason, the animation has made me understand. Huh! I am glad I could be part of your self-discovery. Interesting. What did you figure out? What did you figure out, lunatic? Just seeing animations like I like this? Perhaps? Yeah, there we go. I mean, that is good. Am I leveling up too much? Am I getting too powerful? Is this starting to get dangerous? The funny thing is, I do think bunny girl outfits are cute and all. It's not like a primary thing for me though. You know? It actually reminds me, I think there is like a date scene that's about dating bunny girls. I think it's like just itchy enough that you can actually stream on Twitch, because at least it seems to be okay on YouTube, because I remember VTubers from Hololive, which is Corpo, right? They really gotta be careful with that sort of stuff. They could stream it fine. They stream it fine, you know? They stream it on YouTube, not Twitch, but I think 95% of Twitch policy applies to YouTube and vice versa, right? They're both very much, we don't wanna anger the sponsor gods. Which, actually fair. Right, as I complain about getting ads and stuff like this as much as anyone else, but if your platform runs on ads, you kinda have to do the dance. There we go. It's more fluid now. What do you think? It's a nice swing, right? Oh, actually. Here we go. Very nice. It looked like a cute game. Very cute anime girls. Okay, so repair some little things here. Don't know why this is here. Go. No, it's the time, the most expected time, the time to animate the booba. I am gonna put you here. There we go. Yeah, for this, we're going down. We're going down. Booba should be going up. I'm gonna try something kind of crude first. Right. This. Go. It's like a test, essentially. Is it bouncing? Do like this. No. The answer is no. I think when it reaches the lowest point before launch, it's like this. Then launch, go back. Maybe do like this for a little jump. And when it's lowering, go like this. Oops. Let's see. Kinda. It's a bit bumpy though. Now we could probably do better than this, I think. Okay, I'm gonna keep this as the highest point. Yeah, the Sandman. I did like this. Middle here. What if, like this? And then the lowest point like this. Okay, in theory, can be a more, let's say, violent bounce. On it. Oh, wait, hold up. I think I know. I think I know how to make the movement. Reset. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Maybe it doesn't have to flap around so much. Okay. Let me just think about this for a second. Because in theory, what I'm doing here right now, right, is I'm pretty much compensating using the booba for like the whole movement of the upper body. We could absolutely make the upper body move more when it swaps like this, right? Or we don't need to at all. It is a choice. It is a choice. Kurt said armless, poopless. The thing about working with animation like this is that you're gonna have to choose this sort of stuff. And get used to it. I'm already so used to this that I completely forgot that this is kinda cursed to watch. So in theory, it does create some interesting stuff, right? Because now we have some extra movement range for our body that can be interesting. Can be it's a little bit trickier. In theory, we could also do this. Where we move this a bit forward, and then we move everything a little bit forward here. Right. And the hair a little bit forward too. And that way, we get some extra movement. What? You missed it. Oh, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. It's working. Now we gotta dance. Now this is a movement we can make work. Mind you. Let's go. So first things first. Man, I was looking at Twitter. I know, big mistake. Someone posted, I don't know what it is. It's like I think it's either from an anime or like a trailer for a new gacha. And some of the girls in that trailer had like physics, like massive physics, if you catch my drift, right? Like, I was looking at that, and that was like some like next level crafted crafted bouncing physics, etc. Someone like really went to town animating that, but the tagline, it was one of those taglines where basically like person complaining of fan service, right? And it's like, did they really had to animate to do that much bounce and something like that? And I get what you're trying to say, I understand, but also the effort and love to actually animating that little piece of fan service scene, it is so hard. It is so painstakingly hard to do. So I'm forced to say yes. Yes, they did. Yes, they absolutely did. And God, I'm glad they did. Because that was, like, amazing. It was like, thank God they did. Because it was honestly a piece of work, quite a piece of work. It was like beautiful. It was beautiful. The bounce was actually beautiful. It was actually art. Like, from, I swear, from a non-lecherous perspective, it was like just the fluidity of it. It was like, but it still managed to, because, how do I put it? You get stuff like High School of the Dead, right? Now, the thing with High School of the Dead is that the Booba are animated like they are... there's like no good way to put it, so I'm just gonna say it. They kind of look like water balloons. They're animated like water balloons. And Booba don't really shake like that because it's fat, it's meat, right? It's a part of the human body. It has fat and meat in it. So it's not gonna animate like it's gel, like it's fluid, like a fluid liquid. It's gonna have a different type of animation. And the person whoever did the animation studio, they actually nailed it on that one. It was probably a lot of effort and hard work to do that, so... yeah. Did it have to be animated like that? Probably not, but at the same time, whoever made the choice, the conscious choice to do it, put a lot of effort into it, so enjoy it, I guess. Let's see here. Interesting. Interesting. Sorry, I am definitely hyper focusing here. But yeah. Things the algorithm will show you to try to see if they can squeeze a little bit of mad juice out of you. You know, I learned something interesting recently. I learned a few interesting things. I learned that technically, you know, parasocial relationships. Did you know that technically parasocial relationships also count towards people you dislike that you never met? Did you know that if you dislike someone you never met, that is technically a parasocial relationship of hate? Which means pretty much everyone has a parasocial relationship with Elon Musk. Theoretically, everyone has a parasocial relationship with Elon Musk. Isn't that wild? Isn't it wild? It means that theoretically, if you're upset with someone who has done something over the internet and you never met them before, that counts as a parasocial relationship. It counts. When you talk about someone having a parasocial relationship with Elon Musk, you're gonna imagine they have like a Dakimakura of Elon Musk, right? And they really love him. But no. Hatred counts. Isn't that weird? I also learned something else that's interesting. Apparently, whenever you're stressed because you... Let's say you have someone that you really hate / dislike, right? And you have to deal with this person. Every time you have to deal with this person that you really hate and dislike, apparently your body will take a huge swig of cortisol and pump it into your veins, right? Cortisol being the stress hormone, which is useful for a few things. It has a few interesting effects on your body, right? And one of these effects is it inhibits your ability to make non-binary choices. So it like, I'm not saying this is like one-to-one, but essentially, if you have a lot of cortisol in your body, you are gonna have a harder time making decisions that are nuanced and require like afterthought and like seeing different points of view, stuff like that. All that stuff doesn't get completely thrown out of the window, obviously, but it gets harder. You have to like force yourself to make these, right? So you're predisposed to binary choices and just deciding whether you like or hate someone, right? Whether you want to hear them out, whether you want to evaluate what they're trying to say, or if you're just gonna be like, fuck that guy, right? You are unable to choose properly like that. So theoretically, that kind of means that social media is really good at inhibiting your ability to see other people's point of views, and it basically social media stresses you. You get a lower cortisol. Your points of view become more binary. You have difficulty seeing shades of gray, or become very black and white, right? So apparently stress does that to people. Oh, thank you for the follow, Constantino. Thank you, thank you.
Real join the Ninjalings.
And it's a thing that you hear often, right? How people seem to be kind of bigger assholes. They have a more difficulty looking at other people, the side of other people. They make hasty judgments and stuff like that about who they like, who they hate, and stuff like that. And I think it's correlated. I think it's correlated because social media is wired to take advantage of the fact that we pay more attention to negative stuff than positive stuff, right? Whoa! Honestly, that was very nice. That was a very nice animation. But yes, thank you for following. We do pixel art whenever I stream on the week, and on the weekends we play retro games. Welcome, welcome. Ikibatsuki. As you can see, I'm a pixel artist. I do different things. And I hope you enjoy the different things I do. So, in theory, we should already be like this. Oh my god, look at this. That's some bounce. Nice. Chupa 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 cha cha The Ultra's Boogie is so good. There were some really good memes, musical memes, way back in the day. Kinda wish I remembered the lyrics. Hold up. Here. Holy! Guys, did I do too much? Is this too much bounce? Should I change it? Has science gone too far? What do you think? Never enough bounce. It might be a little bit too much bounce. Oh, we have different opinions. Let's see if I can tone it down a little bit. I was summoned to look at boobs. Hey Misa, welcome to the stream. There you go. I think this is a little bit less. I think this is a little bit less. Hmm. Oh god.
Counted
Hi,
Dread 0 and
Dread.
3 joining the Ninjalings.
I just love that it's me trying to figure out if the bounce is too much. Person appears. Emote of like looking and then joined. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Kind of feel like maybe we could move the boob a little bit more here. Okay. Now the question becomes, why does it feel like too much? Because it is. But like, how do I soften it, right? Is the question. Too much drop? Ah, okay. We do like this. So maybe if we go like this. It's a lot lighter. Yeah, it looks nicer too. Honestly. I could, in theory, if I wanted to soften like entirely, I think I can do like this. There we go. Because the lower it was going to low, the top was going like the chest was going to pop out of the shirt. Ah, I see, I see, I see. I've done that animation before. There we go. Now it's more... Now it's tamer. Now it's tamer. Yeah. I went a little bit too wild with the movement. So now, gonna do some shade work here. Let's see how I made it like Misa, come look at poster. Meg worded that the best way possible, huh? Meg really worded that the best way possible. He always does. Ain't that why we like him? There we go. Much better, her chest isn't going to pop out of her shirt now. Yeah, it's a bad habit. Like, you get commissions to do these types of animations and people go... Oh, they go more. Remind me of the 2 Biggie Booba commissions that I gotten. Someone was really into Bakunyu. Do you guys know that it's a word, by the way? Bakunyu? That is the tag for giant boob in Japan. It literally means explosive meat. You can read it as explosive chest. No, really. Baku is explosion. New is meat, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be real, explosive meat sounds like it would be more related to man's part, but that's neither here nor there. Honestly, okay, so now I need to remember how the bunny thing worked. Let's see if I can find GIF. See. Yeah. This thing's hard. Maybe on YouTube you can get a pyong pyong. Pyong pyong. Huh. Surprisingly harder than I thought. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna go use out of my head. So basically, let's do the keyframes first. Go here. And now, let's do tricky stuff. Like this. And the hand, that is gonna be the tough part. Drawing hands is always sucks. I would say that pixel art sucks a little bit more, but that's not true. Drawing hands in general sucks. It sucks because we're very perfectionist towards drawing hands. Because it's with us all the time. It's a very familiar shape. And it's very easy to see when something is off with it. But just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's easy to reproduce. But sometimes you just get it right on the first try, and then do you complain about it? No, you just move on. You know, this is actually correct. So here, we change the English a little bit. The disadvantage of getting things correct the first time by accident is that it makes it harder for you to learn how to reproduce that later. But I ain't complaining. I actually did a bunch of hand studies before. It's just one of those things where you have to constantly keep doing it so you don't forget. I should do this one day, like one stream where it's just me drawing hands over and over and over until I look insane. That is like one of the issues of being an artist, right? You have a sketchbook where it's just you drawing body parts over and over, like you're a serial killer. The police stormed over the artist department. He had hands drawn everywhere. It was freaky. It was a sketchbook, and there were nothing but hands. Hands here, hands there, hands everywhere. The police is still trying to figure out what kind of sicko would do something like this. And it's like, no, guys, it's really hard to draw them. You need to do it over and over again. As they say, the definition of insanity is repetition. It's like, no, guys, that is the definition of consistency. If you want to draw practicing hands, 5 VTuber exist. Ain't that the truth? It was very brave of you to make a design that has so many hands. There is one webcomic artist that will always live rent-free in my head, that his whole thing was that every single one of his characters really got really cold all the time and had to put their hands in pockets non-stop. What a coincidence that they were so cold that they had to put their hands on their pockets all the time. Like them. And how do I know it was because they couldn't draw hands? Because they admitted it in a comic. There was a comic where a new character got introduced and he was kinda moving in, sorta, right? and the guy was talking to him about what it was like to live there, and he was like, wait a minute. Why did my hand suddenly got glued to my pockets? And the guy literally goes like, oh, because the author doesn't know how to draw hands. It's a little bit of meta humor back from the webcomic days. They did that a lot. Probably a little bit too much. How do I do this angle? This isn't too bad, but it's not closing, right? Do I just take this and, you know? Yikes. Nah. You know what? This kind of works better. But not quite. Funky. Have you ever had, you probably did have a show or series that you remember absolutely nothing by it except the fact that you're pretty sure it was popular back in the day and you have no idea why and you remember nothing? Gonna head off and sleep now. Alright, Lunatic, have a good sleep. Thank you. Good luck with sleeping. Well, I know that can be hard sometimes. Maybe this? Yeah, no, the angle isn't right. The angle just isn't right. Go back to this hand. Let's try to figure out what am I doing wrong to close the hand. Let's see. Theoretically, I could do a little bit similar to what I'm doing here. And I bet it would probably look okay. Ba-dum-bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, honestly, yeah, no, that is it. That is it. There we go. So we have this. And I think we need one that is upper. No. Could move this back a little bit here. Right. Mm-hmm. Something like this. Here we go. This. There we go. Oh! Hello, Cyber, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. How are you? Thank you, thank you. Can I get a shout out? Thank you. Manifesting raid. How are you doing? Oh, Cult of the Lamb. That's a good one. Did you have fun? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing good. Today I've been working on your character here. Manifesting raid. Manifest it. Gotta manifest. Manifest the raid. Did you have fun with Cult of the Lamb? Did you get a lot of followers? Did you clean out their poop? I hear they poop a lot. I hear followers poop a lot. Tons of fun? That is great. That is great. The babies poop the most. They do. That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. %100% truest thing ever. That game is fun. That is such a cute game. Well, Cyber, thank you very much for the raid. Did you see the new DLC for Out? I know? Woolhaven? No, I don't think so. The last one I checked out was the one that had multiplayer in it. Which seems like a good time. Haven't seen Woolhaven. What is it like? What is it about? Woolhaven's new. Adds tons of shit to the game. That is good. New story too? Oh, that is cool. That is cool. Do you have like a new character or is this like a continuation? There's a new threat in town, perhaps? Oh, that is cool. You'd think killing God and becoming the new God would be the end of it, but no, there's always something else to do. The job of a cult leader never ends. Oh, interesting. So it's a continuation, but also kind of a prequel. I see. It's a pre-continuation. A pre-continuation. That's awesome, that's awesome. Alright, you take care of yourself, have a good one. And check this out. We're working on the Pyong Pyong right now. I wanna make this into your character here, by the way. So we do this one. Ale! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good today. We're animating myself as a bunny girl. For Easter. Just woke up. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I feel flattered that I'm the first thing you want to see in the morning. Really, really do. Where are the eggs? You don't want to know. I'll put them somewhere. Okay, truth be told, I just wanted to draw bunny girls, okay? Oh yeah, today Momochi did something so cute for me. She bought me supermarket chocolate for Valentine. This is very cute because Brazilian Valentine is in June. We don't celebrate Valentine. We have it's just called boyfriend girlfriend day. And I have no idea why we don't celebrate Valentine. My worldview was shattered because I thought I knew the reason, right? Turns out I don't. Because I thought the reason was because Brazil is colonized by Portugal. Portugal has a different date for it. And the date is the same date where we celebrate some saints from the Catholic Church. And there is a saint that is the marriage saint. So instead of celebrating Saint Valentine, we celebrate the marriage saint instead. And I thought that was the reason. I thought that was the reason. Turns out that isn't the reason. Turns out that the reason is simply it just never caught on. Another big celebratory of capitalism in greeting cards day. Yeah, I know. It's understandable. But honestly, when you're in a relationship, it can be like just a good excuse to go out with your partner and eat something nice and exchange gifts or that sort of stuff. There we go. it's a reason as good as any to get out of the house and do something together, you know? But yeah, the greeting card thing, I'm not big on the greeting card either. Here we go. Let's see if I can make the pioing pioing happen. Easter time. The way I see it, you can do it any way you want to. You don't need cultural guilt or want to do something for a significant other. That is true. And honestly though, if you stop to think about it, if you celebrate it like 1 week after, you can buy all the chocolate on discount. If you celebrate every holiday 1 week after, you can get discount on everything. We're pioing! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, this animation's panning out great! Jesus! It is pretty good. Just need to make sure. Small pixel details. Don't get in the way. There we go. Hee. Ah, this looks super cute. Now the final thing to take care of is the hair. So we're gonna have to gonna go ahead. I finally got my Kima snake model working with the custom clothing and such. Ooh! Ooh, wait. So that means you can change shape and also change clothes. Do you got like custom clothes for every shape now? Okay, I think I want this like that. 'Cause that is awesome. It's a ton of work, right? It's a ton of work to do that. That is so cool. That is so cool. Let's see. It means I was able to get clothing from a video game and the mother wear it and fits. Oh! Oh! That's awesome. Which clothing? Which game? Here we go. Fallout 4 modded clothing. Oh! Oh! You know, since the Bethesda game, I know it's gonna have like some pretty amazing mods. Interesting. Hold up, let me think. Okay. Before I start doing from the side, I should focus on the verticality of the bounce. And then we can do this, we can do side bounces. Otherwise it's gonna be... I'm gonna try to do everything at once and it's gonna start to look funky. Ooh. What did I do? I'm sure I did something weird. Then here we go down. I remember I saw a Skyrim mod where they just added anime girls with ginormous titties and it looked like a completely different game. It was really clashing the art style of the anime girls with the horse, which was unmodded, and the fact that she could ride the horse. It was a really weird video that I saw. That's not Skyrim mods? Ah, that's okay, that's most. Okay, fair enough. It is. I think I distinctly remember also... like... coming across one where there were these ladies with like humongous thighs. It was like absurd. It doesn't even look like Skyrim anymore. It's really funny though. I believe there was a VTuber who played with mods like that so she could make her model. The problem was some of those mods were also 18+, so she needed to be really careful on stream. Lest she'd expose herself and face the wrath of Twitch Banhammer. try to stick to lore accurate mods. That is fair. That is fair. Gotta keep the world still being in the world. And the dragons not be Thomas Tank Engines. People really mod the shit out of that game though, huh? The Thomas Tank Engine one is crazy. Yeah, just replace every dragon with Thomas the Tank Engine. Send a few things showcasing the model. Oh, let me see. It's interesting that the squad's supposed to auto-initiate, but it doesn't. Oh. Oh, is it the jacket? That's a cool jacket. I see, I see. That is cool, that is cool. Okay, bunny ear. Oh, the clothes, but I made the textures? Oh, that's awesome. Have you been getting into 3D art lately, or was it something you could always do with textures and such? That is great. Let's see here. I have never wanted to know how to do anything I do before decided I wanted to do it. Necessity is the mother of creation. Necessity is the mother of creation. Which is how you could tell NFTs weren't a legit thing. Okay, so we can do this. Like this. Basically, I wanted a snake model so I can have him as a snake, since that's what she defaults to. But the model didn't come with Clotus. Ah, right. So you went hunting for Clotus, makes sense. Well, I think you did a good job. From what I saw. I haven't clicked play because it's videos, and I don't know if there's gonna be sound or not. So I will look at that after stream, but there's no sound. Okay. Let's see. It is very shiny. Nice, 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 nice. And good things take time, honestly. If you didn't ditch work for it and it's something that you enjoy doing, any amount of time of doing something creative that you're pursuing is time well spent, honestly. Strictly speaking, it took 5 years for me to do this, bunny girl, if you stop to think about it. My literary teacher used to tell the story where a guy gets interviewed and they ask how long it took for the guy to write his hit masterpiece, and his answer was simply my entire life. Because it was a biography, so how long did it take? My entire life. I had to live through everything and do everything that I did in order to get to the point where I am, where I have written this book. It does. It does. In a sense, no time is truly wasted because all the time that you spent doing anything leads to where you are. Life's kind of a mysterious thing. There we go. Wait. No, okay. No? Okay. Ah, right, wrong layer, okay. Let's see. Here we go. And do this. Here we go. Not too bad. Not too bad. So... let me see. what I could do is in this re-entry point, I could make the ponytail be a little lower, right? Ponytail could still be lower. Oh, maybe that's... Oh, I think that's the ticket. I think that's the ticket. Ponytail is like in re-entry. Oh, I am editing in the wrong place. Hold up. We do ponytail in re-entry mode. So like this. Right. And then man, I wonder if I have any other bad but kind of entertaining anime to watch left. I watched so many recently that were like that. I need to try and find... There is... Oh, I think I remembered one. There is one that I thought looked very weird. It was a reincarnation anime where like a hired assassin gets reincarnated into another world. And shenanigans ensue somehow from that. Something, something, world assassin, something, something, something. I need to watch that. There we go, look at that. World's finest assassins get reincarnated to another world as an aristocrat. He was reincarnated as an aristocrat? I didn't remember that part. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, that's the one, that's the one. I wonder if it's any good. Yo, did we nail this animation 1 hour earlier than I expected? Hello, 8 minutes Cyber, found you pleasant to keep listening into. Ah, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm pleasant listening to. Hope you're having a nice day. Yes, 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 yes. And yes, that is the anime. I haven't watched that one yet. I want to for a few reasons. What? Just 1 second. Alright, so everyone, I need to go grab something to eat real quick. I'll be right back. I'll let you guys keep watching me dancing as the bunny girl while you wait for me, okay? There you go. I'm gonna go grab something to eat just a second.
Here underscore you join the Ninjalings.
Okay. We are back. Let me just sit over here. Welcome back. Thank you, Medina. And the flavor of kibble was tuna. I got a little tuna sandwich. Yes. So yes. So, big important thing. We've come really far. I think I can animate the hair a little bit more. Not entirely sure I need to though, because the it's in the way, you know? I mean, I could animate the side. I could still animate it a little more. It's fine. We can animate a little more. But the important part is that this is gonna be your character here. And if it's gonna be your character here... we need to extract the your character here part. Love it already. You cook, Mr. Artist Streamer Man. Thank you. I really enjoyed how this turned out. I really enjoyed how this turned out. Because I've been drawing so much backdrop, right? I think I only actually drew someone at the beginning of the year, right? Because I had the Secret Santa thing in a Discord server for artists that I'm part of. It's really funny. Whenever I join one of these things, I'm like usually the only pixel artist there. Maybe I need to figure out a Discord server for pixel artists in particular. I'm sure there are some, because I do follow a lot of amazing artists, but yes. Forgot to turn on my Pixel Artist of the World Unite. And there are quite a few Brazilian ones too, that I found pretty interesting. Unfortunately, neither of them were hired in order to do an ad for the government. Weirdly enough, here on Twitch, the government does these ads here on Twitch that are like video game centric. They got like pixel art, they did like some pixel art thing. But you know that pixel art that is actually done with vectors and it's made to... it's like make pretend pixel art and it's not really done with a... They did that one. They did that one. But then again, it's like, yeah, kind of makes sense. It's like a government thing. It's not gonna be... It shouldn't be that well produced, right? Because that's money that should be used for making actual changes, right? Not to hire the perfect artist for the framing. I don't like... Sorry. My voice ran away. Hold up. It's back. Yeah. Hey, cutie kitty. Welcome to the stream. Hey, kitty. Look. Thank you. Also, since this is the chat room, can Medina and I use this? Use what? Was there supposed to be something there? I don't see it. Best part is, Well, better be safe and not trouble lovely kibbles. What? Hmm? E? I don't understand. Okay, so here it just be silly goobers, no worries. Okay. In here, can, you know, I had a vision if I had these to be like really big, like much longer and almost close to the booba, it would look so nice. It would be like an alternative look. I need to experiment with my hair more. I need to experiment with different hairstyles more. It's just be silly goobers, no worry. What she said. Okay, okay. Okay. Can I talk about something? Can I talk about something for real? I saw, I think being a silly goober is a requirement to be here. Sure, please talk. So I saw this anime that was an anime about a guy who was like childhood best friends of this really cute Gyaru girl, right? And he felt inadequate about the fact that she was still his friend, while she was like, she was one of the cool kids, but was still one of his friends. And they had a secret also, that she would call him over to her house and would dress him up, and she would like to dress him up in like bear hoodies because she thought it looked very cute. But he was getting flustered about it because he didn't know if they were in a, because he was like, I don't know if we're in a relationship or not. And then she admits to him that she actually always thought of him like that, and that she was waiting for him to confess. And then they kiss and make up. And then they hold hands after, and then they go on a really cute date. She has like she has a weird bear fixation, which is why she likes to dress in bear hoodies. Right? No, she didn't think of him as a dad, she thought of him like that. That. T-H-I-A-T. T-H-A-T. Don't worry, it's not cursed. It's not cursed. And then they go on a date. They also go on a date, and she's like, they go like to like the teddy bear land, and she's like super into plushy bears, right? And she sees a bear that she sees like a little bear girl that she really liked, but that bear was like a pear, and she hesitates buying it because there is like a boyfriend bear that they are a pair, and she thought about buying it and buying the girl for her, and the boy one would be for the guy. But she was like, I don't know if he's really into this as much as I am, so she didn't buy it, but he looked at it, and then after they got home after the date, and he showed that he actually bought the bear for her, and he was like, and I'll keep this one for me, and she was like, oh my god, you're really okay with having matching bears? And he's like, yeah, I know this is important to you, and it's not like I don't like it either. And then they hold hands and kiss, and it's all very sweet. And also, this was a hentai. It was the most wholesome romance anime I've seen in a long time, and it was a hentai. Plot twist, the part I didn't tell were the sex scenes. I just thought it was so funny how wholesome it was. It was like so... It was so wholesome. I honestly thought that they didn't make stuff like this anymore. Like, it was all just straight up. Just straight up wrong. But apparently they do. They can make something that is romantic. And also spicy. Those do exist. Color me amused. Color me amused. It's time for good, wholesome, and spicy stories, and now we need a title. It was... Kurogel... It wasn't pâtissière, it was something along those lines. It's hard to remember. It's Kurogel and then a culinary term. I have no idea if this is a recent release or not. Wow, Medina is quick! My food was spicy. Oh, what you had? What did you get? Drugyaru ni natakara shinyu toyate mita. I have no idea what that title means. The series followed Shu, One Nice and Plain Boys. No, that is not the one. That is not the one. A la carte, that's the one. That's the one. A la carte, thank you. Kurogao a la carte, thank you, Haryu. I was so amused at how wholesome that was. Hold up, what is this synopsis? The series follows Shu and Aizen Plan Boys, one who is drugged to be taught a lesson. His friends fall in love with him. Wait. That's not how medicines work? Unless it was like a really the most powerful estrogen bomb in the world. You know, if you could actually take a single pill and be instantly transformed into the opposite sex, I wonder how many people would actually try it. Okay. Tabasco sriracha sauce. Ooh, that sounds spicy. That sounds spicy. I was going off Medina's synopsis. It made me wonder. Like, let's say that there is a... Let's say like a hyper powerful transition medicine that changes you instantly to the opposite gender. I wonder how many people would actually just take it to try it out for a day, and how many people would like jump onto it immediately. Because I know transitioning is a slower process, you have to go through like second puberty, there are some stuff like that, right? Oh, teenagers would go crazy. Teenagers would go crazy. Man, that actually reminds me, there was an old Without the Beats and Pieces. When can I start? I'm not entirely sure I would say everyone would do this. I know some people have a very strong relationship with their gender. Huh. Interesting. Right, let's just... So now we're going to the second part. The second part is we need to deconstruct our bunny girl. Can I time travel with it and give to my younger self? Aww. Hypothetically, let's say yes. I don't see why not. If we're technically already in science can do anything land if we're heading that direction, so sure. Okay, then I also want wings and can fly. That is fair. That is fair. I think we lost what I was trying to say though. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do the bunny band to be like this. Let's make it so it fits the head. Because now we're gonna make a Eeyore character here. Which means simplifying and taking away some specific features. Also, I guess I'm gonna have to give ears. We're gonna need ears. Did you know that there is like a really good trick to figure out where you should draw the ears in your character? For human ears, there is. The start of the ears is right at the end of the jaw. That's how you know if you're drawing your ears too high or too low. Did you know that? That's a little drawing tip I got. Anatomy classes with Kiba Sensei. Also, BRB gonna get some sweets. Alright, Medina, go grab your sweets. Whoa. Ah, right. Curiously enough, I drew the ears in the layer of the bunny ears. Oh, and this is also in the wrong layer. Oopsie. There we go. Okay. Never felt like na 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 na. I never felt like na 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 na. Na 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 na. Forever. All the way. Did you know this song is like really fun to drive while listening to? Especially if you like have stuff you need to take care of downtown. Or maybe I'm just a massive nerd. That could also be it. That's also a possibility. It is absolutely not out of cogitation. Okay, so the main thing we need to do for this to be your character here is adjust the bunny ears and do this. And this. There we go. Oops. And here. Ah, right. Na, 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 na. Single missing pixel here for some reason or another. There we go. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But I do like to keep things in order. It's kind of looking like a slime girl, isn't she? There we go. It's simplified. Nah, it can't be. She's blue, not green. There are blue slimes. Let me do a thing. Let me do a thing. Okay. Okay. There we go. Right. Here we are. There we go. Then this one here. Here we go. So now Barf but Binui. Oh, hold up. Just that one frame, huh? Just this one frame. There we go. I'm blue, bada viva va va da bada viva va va. Like I said, this is the... This is for your character here. So... We're adapting the ears here, we're taking away the dingoes. Since the head and expression doesn't change, we can just copy paste to this one here. Make it easier. Meow! This means he's technically blue-balled. Oh no! I am fine, don't worry. There we go. But are you... Medina, what does blue waffled mean? I am curious, please. Please share with the class. Blue waffles, what does it mean? But I wanna know, what does blue waffles mean? Yes, I am aware of the existence of that website. Blue waffle is kinda similar. Ah, okay. I see. I also know the social experiment known as goat sack. Blue waffle, huh? I thought the ears were too long. How many pixels? 2. Yeah, this is definitely more than 2. There we go. Isn't that filled with blueberries? This one does not ring a bell for me. So, in F-Zero 99 team battle, the teams are in 5 colors: blue, yellow, pink, green, and white. And many people have come up with creative names for everything. Really, Mecha? Is that where that come from? I see. So there is a blue waffles thing. Interesting. The names are user code. The teams are Waffle, Water Sport, Vahaya, Weed, and Jizz. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Speaking of waffles, I will never, never, ever, ever forget. There are two greatest moments in that old card game anime, Cardfight Vanguard. There are two greatest moments ever. First greatest moment is when one character travels all the way to Alaska and completely out of context says, "I've came to fight Bigfoot. I came to duel Bigfoot." Right? That's moment number one, and that will live forever in my heart. But moment number two was when Bushiroad was trying to use their card game anime to promote their idol roster. And one of the idol, and they were like, "Oh yes, idol culture exists everywhere in the world, even in Belgium." You wanna know what the catchphrase of the Belgian idol was? Do you wanna know what her catchphrase is? Her catchphrase was "Waffles Miles," because she's from Belgium. Yes, it was Waffles Miles. Could have been worse, to be honest. It was still pretty. Japan is very silly, as they're like, do we know anything about Belgium? Belgian waffles? Yeah, that will do. That will do. Good enough. Japan is so silly. Japan is very silly. Belgium also did horrible, horrible things in the Congo. I guess, but it would be a much lamer catchphrase to be like, "Colonialism smile." You know? Much less catchy. Hey, we don't eat all the waffles and mayo. Mostly that is separate. Wait. Waffles with mayo? That a thing? I like waffles. They're kind of like pancakes, but easier to make because I always get the pre-made stuff. I think I just like pre-made stuff, and waffles are like something different. Hey, we don't eat all the waffles and mayo. Mostly that is separate. Doesn't measure his movement. That's none of it. I don't like waffles either. I see. Man, imagine being like, "Oh my god, my chat does not like waffles. I am so crossed and hurt by this." Can you imagine? Being that streamer. Let's not be that streamer. But also, can you imagine? I like waffles, I don't like pancakes either. Aww. Someone who likes pineapple on pizza. Yes, I can imagine. I like pineapple on pizza. Hold up. There you go. That's a Momochi emote. It's passable. Since you're Brazilian, we'll allow it. Oh, one time I used blue food coloring and made waffles my brother. He was excited to have waffles and I told him I made them for him. He lost his appetite when he looked at them. Aww. That a pineapple blowfish? Technically that is a budling. It's a vegetable creature that in this case is pineapple based, sitting on top of a pizza just chilling. It's lore, my wife has lore. It's there for lore reasons. But for real though, the Hawaiian pizza here in Brazil at least is really good. Give us a Smurf now. Hey, Saya! No, this is actually... I'm putting a blue color, so it's like a neutral skin hue, because this is gonna be the... How do you say? The Your Character Here version. Guys, I'm absolutely dash and we'll be off for now. Thanks for the conf time. See you soon. Bye bye, Medina. Have a good one. Here's the Kiba version. There you go. But yeah, this is gonna be your character here. I can adjust the boob size, by the way. Do you think I should, like, make different versions with different boob sizes to make sure that people who have different sized models can also ask for it? There is an NSFW game called Parasite Infection. This looks like something from there. Huh. I'm not entirely sure how to answer that. Interesting. Is it a good game? I don't actually play a lot of NSFW games. I'm well aware of them. That sounds pretty good. I think it's not a bad idea. That's why it suggested a male version as well. True. We could do a male version, yes. I'm sure there'd be people into that. When you're on the internet, you can find people into anything and everything. You're into the type of fetish that is decent. There are people no bad for getting parentite. It's a strange world we live in. Usually that sort of stuff is like... I don't know. There's probably like some mind control thingy going on. It's usually how this works. Parasite eggs, mind control, yeah. I see. That is usually a little bit too much for me, not gonna lie. Kinda start killing SFW games, but not necessarily the ones with nudity as much as the dark themes. The sort of things might get me strange looks in judgment. My kink is kink shaming. To be fair, being alright with some things and not others is fine, and it's not kink shaming as long as you're not judging other people for it, right? Imagine having an egg fetish and seeing omelets. I can't relate. There we go. Oh yeah, shame me after that. Huh. Hold up. Behold. Single pixel. Die, single pixel, die. There we go. Now we need to make one with like a lower boob size. Let's see. Bigger chest would mean I'm just on a mission to find good not FW game that could stand their ground against normal good games. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Isaiah. There are a few, but they're like so far few in between, you know? The last one I saw that could fill out that description. Especially now that it's always sloppy. Yeah. That is Edge. That is Edge. Hmm. Also just check it, third parasite faction gonna get a sequence, it's all AI now. Oof. Oof. Yeah. I guess most that's how you know that most developers of these things don't really give a fuck, right? I wanna make a quick buck and that's that. That is sad. That is sad. AI, I think AI made dumpster diving way less enjoyable. Because, like, finding games that aren't very good, but that were made with human input is like... You can ask yourself, oh, why did they do that? What was the decision behind? There is, like, something to be fascinated about, right? But if it's all AI, the answer is, why did they pick that? Because the AI picked it. Why did they do that? Because the AI thought it was a good idea. There is no mystique. There is no mystique to this. It's all because of the answer is always because of the AI. Oof. Oh, thank you for the stretch. What do you guys think? Is this boob size that's differentiated enough from this one? Oh, thank you for the hydrate. You could also theoretically adjust leg size. Either make her thicker or thinner. Like make just a ginormous booty. Bigger. That's where the greed comes in. This is where the greed comes in. How big is too big, actually? No such thing as too big. I mean, depends what you're into. I have a limit, personally. I do have a limit. Where it's like, okay, she cannot move. That is a bit too much. I don't think this is a functional human being anymore. The sky is not the limit. Holy crap! Now that is a booty. We took the fat out of the boobs and we inserted everything into the thighs. In Brazil, we'd call this a Tanajura woman. Because there's type of ant that has a really large abdomen, and as you know, the abdomen of insects is located right in the back, so they look like they have really huge booties. Yeah, that is too much. Can you do that from my belly and thighs? Move it from belly to thigh? I think there are actually procedures that do that, Cutie Kitty. They are intrusive, to say the least, though. Holy crap. Yeah, this is definitely too much. But like, if I got a commission that someone wanted something like this, I would do it. It's doable. But now we're not doing. Let's not do that. Since we are doing like the lower boobs, we're actually gonna make the legs slimmer, I think. Follow the body type. But like, good experimentation, guys. Good experimentation. It is kind of funny how it goes. Flip, flip, flip. There we go. There we go. So basically, by the way, do you know Cloud Meadow? Oh yeah, I think someone recommended that game for Momochi to play. To make a long story short, right? A long time ago, while we were still trying to figure out content stuff, and most importantly, what we could do extra for, like, extra activities that we could do on Discord with community, because we wanted to do a community day, right? Someone in our chat gifted Momochi the game Flipwitch, and asked if she could play it on stream. And we looked at it, and it was a hentai game. So we were like, I guess you could play it on Discord, right? So Momochi did a let's play of Flipwitch, where she played it like she would play a platformer, and reacted exactly as Momochi would react to anything. So really it was, how do I put it? It was probably the least sexy let's play that exists of that game. Which is basically just Momochi cackling her ass off whenever the character at whatever sexy scenes the game throws at her. And if you expected anything different from Momochi, you haven't been watching her long enough. But I guess I remember that because of that, I don't remember if this game was actually gifted to her or recommended to her to play. From my understanding, the game is eternally stuck in development hell, right? That's actually exactly what I thought it would happen. Good, you'll be paying attention. Good job, Isaiah, you've been paying attention. Isn't it out? Yes, it is out, but at the same time, it was never finished completely. It's one of those development limbo games where it's in like an unfinished alpha forever. Flipwitch? No, Cloudy Meadows. Cloudy Meadows, Cloudy Meadows. Cloud Meadow. I heard that it never finished. Is that not the case? Is it actually finished? They're still updating it? Okay, that is good. It's not a double game, but it's all pixel art, so if you need reference, is good. That's the thing. Reference, not safe for work stuff is really good for reference because they have like they have to research anatomy of stuff a lot for it. So it can be really, really useful. Even if you're not doing not safe for work art, it's useful. Like there are, I feel, hold up. Actually, I actually want to know. We have people who play at Flipwitch here, right? Now, I made a while back, even my BRB screen, but I'm gonna show it. Here. These two sprites I made based on what I saw in Flipwitch, essentially. Can you tell it was inspired in Flipwitch? Or did I change it enough that it's more distanced? These only exist because I played Flipwitch, essentially. Not because I played it, I didn't play. I watched Momochi play, actually. Alright. Wait, everyone knows about Flipwitch, no one played it. Alright. Because I have had to add to the list now. It is a very good game until the end. You can kind of tell they ran out of budget. There's a moment in the game, there is like a transition, you can tell that the budget could only get them so far. Which was pretty unfortunate. Because the people who made it, you can tell that they were trying really hard to make a good game. They didn't need to just be a Gunner game, they actually wanted a game that had merit as a game. It was a Metroidvania after all. I do appreciate how the difference between the two sprites is like very... But yeah. They were trying hard, it shows. But you can kind of tell they ran out of budget. They ran out of budget for the final boss even, which is... It had a lot of build-up. It's like the final stage, the Chaos Witch, and then the Chaos Witch final stage is just a remix of every stage already played in the game. And that's how you know. The unique that animations also get iffy at the end. You can see like an art quality drop too. There's like a lot of hints that something went wrong, unfortunately. But overall, the pixel art is really good. The music is fucking amazing. I still have a bunch of music from that game in my playlist. They're pretty good bangers. This one is pretty amazing. This is one of my favorites. Pretty good music, pretty good music. And I really like the pixel art, particularly of the bosses. The bosses' pixel art is also amazing. I kinda wish it hasn't been taken down from the Spriter's resource, but yeah. I don't know if it was put there with permission or not, so... I'm starting to think no, because it was taken out. Oh, actually no, they probably had to take it out because of the not safe for work stuff, because I think there is still some of it there, but it's like only the safe for work sprites. Not safe for work ones were removed a while ago. Flipwitch. We're talking about Flipwitch. There were a bunch of sprite sheets and resources of it on the Spriter Resource website, which is, if you don't know, is the best site if you need a sprite sheet of any game that is pixel art, that if you need to study it for some reason, for any reason. It's a very good database. You can find all kind of stuff there. You can find Darkstalkers. Study, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. Have you guys ever seen the Darkstalker sprite sheets? Because of one character in particular. Some of the Darkstalker sprite sheets have some really wild stuff in it. There's a character called Dimitri that's an incubus, right? So because he's like a vampire incubus, so because he's an incubus, he has an attack where he drains the life essence of other players, but he only attacks women because of him being a vampire incubus. So I mean, that's because his rival is a succubus, his direct rival to Morrigan. He has an attack where he drains the essence of his victims. And he dressed them up too. He dressed them up before sucking them dry. Yes. Yes, I know. I know. Yes. I understand. Yes. Yeah, no, I said that right. I said that right. Mm-hmm. So the girls he likes dressed them up in what would be sexy outfits. Sometimes he puts them in like schoolgirl outfits or bunny girl outfits. The guys, he gender bends them. Straight up, there is a special that gender bends every character in the game, including the Frankenstein, that likes to attack with his butt. So there is a gender bend sprite of every single character in the game. And they play it for comedy. They absolutely play it for comedy. I miss Darkstalker. It was the wacky version of Street Fighters. Gender-banned Gaio in fighting evolution is rot. Oh, right. Whenever he's put into anything. That also makes him the most obnoxious character to put in any crossover game. Because his existence forces people to... the artists to have to do gender-bent versions of every single character. Or at least put the girl characters in hot outfits too. Cause he's a picky eater. I think there is no. I'm 100% he's only been in one crossover game because of this shit. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Morrigan is like, she's sexy, everyone loves her, you put her in any crossover, it's fine. You don't have to really do much to accommodate her. At max, you have to pick a character who's friendly and make her have nice interactions with them. Kinda like how it was heavily implied that in the Marvelverse Capcom games, Spider-Man is cheating on Mary Jane with Morrigan. That is headcanon for a lot of people, by the way. Just putting it out there. So, hit and miss, so fast. I said she's easy to put into the games, I didn't say she's fun to play against. She is a spammy character, she's a spammer character. Absolutely. Watch me have all this trouble to lower the boob size and no one asks for lower boob size in the Your Character Here commissions. Watch that happen. I find her fun to play against, but I mean, also play games like R-Type in the hardest difficulty. That is fair, that is fair. Honestly, don't know what the community of fighting games thinks about Morrigan in anything. Outside of people really thought she was powerful in all the Darkstalker games. Ah, I see. In that case, Mecha Frogzilla, I am 95% sure that a lot of people hate her. You know why? Because characters that turn a game into a different game are characters that people hate because they don't want to learn to play against them. I say this because that happens a lot in card games. If you have a deck that changes how the game is played from like whatever into whatever else, people will usually hate on it. She's like, oh, you thought this was a fun game. Lol, you're wrong, bitch. Interesting. I find that interesting. Now, I don't remember if Guilty Gears had any characters that do something like that. Maybe Happy Chaos, but Happy Chaos is different. It's more that, as far as I remember, there are a lot of ways you can cancel animation into making him redunculous strong. Mental Organism, designed only for combos, is another character people hate in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Oh. Ultimate Organism. I don't think I've seen it. Probably came out like in a DLC or something. I never got in to see that one. Can fly top of the tree and still call assist calls. Ah, so you can heavy bomb the opponent over and over. Modok. Modok I remember. Don't remember if he was any good, but I remember he exists. I'm honestly 100% okay with characters that spam a lot of special skills. I find spamming special skills to be very enjoyable, usually. Let me see. I wanna see if the boob size feels consistent throughout the animation. What I wanna know. MODOK in the comics was originally MODOK, which was mental organism designed only for computing. Then he murdered the scientists who made him and decided to run shit, and now AAM and swap it C4K for killing. I skipped the movie he appeared in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I do know he looked very silly because they just stretched the face of the actor over the screen. And they also changed everything about him, if I'm not mistaken, like the backstory, the whole thing. MCU MODOK is stupid. The best part of him in the movie was Ant-Man saying should be more MODOK K or I see. Oof. He was like he was like another guy that got turned into MODOK, right? He was like the villain of another. He was like Ant-Man's rival that got transported into the quantum dimension. And there he became like that. I think it was something like that. I read some reviews and that's where I learned this. Yeah, he was Yellow Jacket, who also not comic actor and pretty lame and cartoonishly evil villain. They didn't do a okay. Truth be told, right? The MCU was supposed to end with Endgame, huh? That really was the case, wasn't it? They hyped the shit out of Thanos. They made their 2 movies. Then they made it so it would be like the biggest finale ever, and then they just kept going. And then they just kept going, and big mistake. He shrunk until he got sucked into the microverse, which isn't called microverse because of licensing and such, so Quantum Realm, fuck it. Ah, I see. So it was supposed to be a microverse. Interesting. Then King of the Conquerors finds him and turning him into a MODOK off screen, then King gets defeated by fucking ants. Because some really weird shit that happened outside of the movies. The actor got involved into some shady accusations, and they could have brought someone else to replace him, but they just decided to go, nah. Next villain, please. Like, the dude was bragging about how many times he's killed the Avengers, beaten by ants. The weird shit happened after the movie was made. But wasn't like that supposed to be like a replicant and it wasn't the true him or something like that? Yeah, but they were not doing a very good job at hyping him up properly. Even then, they weren't doing a very good job of hyping him up properly to be like a big of a threat villain. And even though Thanos is technically considered a good villain, I know there's a lot of people who didn't really like what they did to him because regardless of what you think, he wasn't accurate to the comics either. But at that point it's intentional. No, he's a good actor, but he reversed himself a backdoor in the case, beats his significant other and all that. Can't replace Jonathan Majors because they made a dumb counter to him. They don't allow him. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's why. Interesting for Disney to be on the receiving end of a bad contract, but Comic Thanos had a crush on that, a being who embodied that, and he tries to do things to win her affection, like killing half the universe. And she runs off to play hide chimichanga with Deadpool instead. Yeah, because she can't have Deadpool. I actually know that because I played the Deadpool game, and that is brought up in that game. So Thanos cursed Deadpool with immortality because he's a toxic nerd whose crush doesn't want him. Not the worst thing a toxic nerd did when it came to love rivalry. But yeah, Thanos is very loopy when it comes to cursing people, right? He cursed at one guy for no particular reason. That he shows up at every birthday. You know, the birthday dude? That Thanos keeps showing up to ruin his life every time it's his birthday. He's a cosmic cockblock. He's the Mad Titan because he's batshit insane. Oh, they did just show up every birthday. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that story. That one is pretty funny, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. My voice is... I guess that's from streaming 2 days in a row. Hmm. Speaking of which... Everyone, that is all the time I have for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Join me this Sunday. We're gonna play Mega Man 10. Heck yeah. But for now, that is all the time I have for today. My favorite is to did get fired. You think 10 is this, 10 is this, like that. Oh, that wasn't me. I cured the cat. You know what? That is like the bullshit. When you're cursed by stuff like this, you're gonna end up blaming everything on the curse, but sometimes shit happens regardless of curses. That is the true bullshit of this. So anyways, let's find someone to raid. We could go for Nano. Nano apparently just started, or is about to start. We could try someone new. Lots of artists, not many pixel artists. I think I'll just go for Nano. Today. So, everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. Stay awesome. And remember, when in doubt, when you think you can do it, just think like a ninja. And sure you can. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Wait. Did I? Okay.